Ah. Pinky walking. What's up, everyone? Today we are going to be teaching y'all how to get your dog to stop pulling on the leash. We're going to be using Bo. He is a 3-year-old Brittany, and he is one of the worst pullers I have ever seen, especially because he's a hunting dog. Anything that moves, he's just got ADD trying to chase lizards, rabbits, whatever it is. So he really has no respect for the leash. And so that's what we're going to be teaching. We're going to be giving him a different job. So rather than pulling away and trying to hunt and stuff, his job is going to be paying attention to me. Okay guys, this is what we're dealing with. He's just in hunt mode. He doesn't care what I'm doing. Got no respect for the leash. Not paying attention to me at all. It's amazing that, you know, a 45-pound dog can pull so hard. Okay. All right, so this is going to be basically a 3-step approach to stopping your dog from pulling. First thing we want to do always is making sure that our collar is in the correct spot. So cameraman, come a little closer for this. We want to make sure that whatever collar you're using, it is directly behind the ears, whether you're using a slip lead, this is a conformation style choke chain, prong collar, whatever it is, you want to make sure that it's directly behind the ears because that's going to give you the leverage point for the most control. Hey, what's up everyone? Quick break from the video. If you guys want to learn the core reason why your dog's pulling and behaving poorly on the leash, and you want to learn the in-depth skills to truly master leash walking, I highly recommend you check out the link in the description below. The Art of the Walk is going to show you so much on the right equipment to be using, why your dog is truly pulling, how to fix it at the core rather than slap a band-aid on it, and ultimately how to become a pro at walking your dog. So highly recommend checking it out. I'll put the link in the description below. Back to the video. So the first thing we're going to be doing is a corrective U-turn. Basically, I'm going to let the dog go out in front like they normally would, and good boy. Good boy. See that? That was that's what we want. Look at one time with that and he got that pretty quick, so we're gonna let him go out in front. Look at that. Stop. Good boy, Bo. Good boy. That's a good dog. So basically he had no respect for the leash. He was pulling. We're gonna let him pull again here. Just turn and walk. So what we're doing is we're letting them go out in front like they normally would, and then because right now he has no job. And so what we're doing is we're giving him a different job, and that job is paying attention to me. And this solves a lot of things. This solves the leash pulling, but it's also going to solve, you know, if your dog's reacting to other dogs, if they're trying to chase rabbits, like now they have a job to do instead of that. And so it's going to be paying attention to you, and it can solve a lot of those other things as well. So good boy. And you always want to praise them when they come back to you. Look at the difference in that already, guys. And Bo's a pretty sensitive dog. He's not like a lot of these other like more Rottweilers, Corsos, cattle dogs. Like he's more sensitive than that. So it's not going to take as many times, I don't think, because he's not as stubborn. But we'll see if we can get another U-turn out of him. Good boy. See, I don't have to do another one as hard because that first one got him pretty good. And I didn't do anything on that. That was just him pulling away and me changing directions. And then the collar and the tools kind of did the rest of the work. So dogs are pulling because you haven't clearly communicated that that isn't allowed. Like a dog doesn't know that it shouldn't pull. It's your job to communicate that. And so that's what we're doing right now. And so now we've done the U-turn. After you get a couple of those in place, they start to kind of see the effects like you're already seeing with Bo after that main first one. Now we're going to do sudden stops, and that's going to just kind of dial them in even more on listening to us and paying attention to what we're doing. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, let's go. See that? He's way more in tune now. Okay, so depending on how far out in front of you your dog is going to depend if you're going to do the sudden stop with them or if you're going to do the corrective U-turn. If they're this far out in front, then we're going to do the U-turn because they're just too far out in front and you need to change direction. But if they're just right here in front of you, good boy, then you can just do that. We've literally been doing this for like 4 minutes. You guys can see that's a sudden stop. Good boy. See how he was trying to cross in front of me? We're not going to allow that. We're going to keep him right on my left side. Okay. Good boy, Bo. You could tell he was getting a little in front, so we stop him. He's a good dog. Good dog. Now this particular dog isn't very food motivated. He just likes verbal praise. So that's what he's getting from me. Pinky walking. Oh. So guys, as you can see, like walks don't need to be stressful. You don't need to be dragged. They should be an enjoyable thing for you and your dog. It's a great way to bond, and by setting clear expectations on what they're supposed to do, not only are you helping to fulfill them mentally by kind of giving them that structure, but I mean, it just makes for a more enjoyable experience for everyone because they know what they're supposed to do. You're not getting dragged, and everybody's happy. So you don't look like a crazy person in front of the neighbors being dragged down the street. Not so much with him, but if your dog is 100 pounds, you know, it's not great. You gotta get him under control. So, and you'll notice too in the beginning, like he did that little yelp with that first correction, and that's not because it hurt him. That's more so because he was surprised and almost probably caught off guard, maybe a little bit scared by the fact that like he's getting that level of structure, I guess you could say. Because he's just not used to it. He's not used to being told how to walk or what to do. And so it's kind of like a young kid who never got any direction and they throw a temper tantrum. Not that he threw a tantrum because look at him now. He's doing great. But, well, good boy, Bo. And I'm not putting too much emphasis on walking on my left side right now. I just want him to stop pulling. So as long as he's loose leash, I don't care what side he's on, but he's doing great. Very easy dog to train, and this works for any breed, any age, any size. Just make sure you guys it's all about timing, all about collar positioning, whatever collar you choose to use, and you'll stop pulling.